Hey everyone, so we're doing the review quiz on the rotations and dilations. So I'm just going to turn on another light. Try to give us some more light here. Alright, so number 1 says triangle ABC has vertices 4, 1, 7, 1, 5, 5. Rotate triangle ABC 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. Graph the preimage, graph the image, and complete the table. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to graph the pre-image. So you should put your points here, A, B, and C. It's 4, 1 for A, B is 7, 1, and C is 5, 5, and then graph it over here. Now the rule is X, Y maps onto, so it's 90 degrees counterclockwise. So it is opposite Y, X. So then you should put A prime is going to be, so I'm going to take my opposite Y, so it's 1, so it's going to be negative 1, comma 4. And then for B prime, it's going to be negative 1, 7. And C prime should be negative 5, 5. And then you're going to graph that over here. So we have negative 1, 4. That's A prime. B prime, negative 1, 7. Write A prime down here. And then C prime is negative 5. Negative 5, 5. And if you have a straight edge, you can use that to make it look nice. And that is where it should, that's what it should look like at the end. Number 2, triangle DEF has vertices and it lists them. It says rotate triangle DEF 180 counterclockwise about the origin, graph the pre-image, the image, and complete the table. So it's 180 counterclockwise, so X, Y is going to map onto opposite X, opposite Y. So it told you D is negative 5, 6, E is negative 3, 2, F is negative 8, 3. So I put those there. You graph your pre-image over here. And then you got to figure out where we're going to put the image. So it would be, it's opposite X, Y. So just going to be D prime is going to be 5, negative 6. E prime is going to be 3, negative 2. F prime is going to be 8, negative 3. Then you're going to go over here and graph that. So that's your D prime, 3, negative 2. E prime. Don't forget to put the prime symbol either. F is 8, negative 3. That's your F prime. And if you have a straight edge, you could use it. That's that. And then don't forget the prime symbol when you graph the image. Number 3, triangle GHJ has vertices and they list them there. Rotate 270 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, graph the pre-image, image, and complete the table. So again, the first thing you should do is put your points here. G is negative 4, negative 4, H negative 4, negative 8, and J negative 7, negative 6, and then graph that on the graph. That's your first thing. And now we're going 270 counterclockwise. So that is going to be y opposite x. So we put that here. 270 y opposite x. So we're going to get g prime is, so you're going to take the y, so it's -4, opposite the x is 4. H prime is going to be -8, 4. And then j prime is going to be -6, 7. So then we're going to graph that. -4, 4. That's going to be g prime. -8, 4. So that's 4. That's h prime. And then -6, 7. Would be j prime, and then you're gonna connect those, and you're done. Hold on, the light turned off in this room. Okay. Number 4, triangle KLM has vertices, and they're listed here. Rotate triangle KLM 90 degrees clockwise. So everything else was counterclockwise. Now we have 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. Graph the pre-image and complete the table. So 90 degrees counterclockwise is the same thing as 270 counterclockwise. So the counterclockwise is the same as we just did up here. So the first thing you should do is put your points, K, L, and M, put where they are. K is 2, 3, L is 4, 3, and M is 3, -5. And then graph it over here. Then you're going to fill in the table. So X, Y is going to map onto, so 270 counterclockwise is going to be Y opposite X. So then K is going to be K prime is going to be 3, -2. L prime is going to be 3, -4. And M prime is going to be -5, -3. And then you would graph those. So we have 1, 2, 3, -2. And that's going to be our K prime. 3, -4 is right here. And that is going to be our L prime. And then M prime is going to be that's our M prime. And so then you're going to connect that. This is where straight edge is very useful. Although that's not too bad. And don't forget to mark it with the primes so we know that that's our image. Number 5, triangle NPQ has vertices, and it lists them here. Rotate 180 counterclockwise about the point 4, 1. Graph the pre-image and the image. So now to do this, so I graphed NPQ here. Now you're going to have to subtract, rotate, and add. So the rule for 180 is opposite X, opposite Y. So we're going to take our point N, which is 6, 5. We're going around the point 4, 1. Just going to put it there so we can see it, make sure it looks right at the end. But you're going to subtract first. So you're going to subtract 4, subtract 1. So that leaves us with 2. 4. Then we're going to do the rotation, which is opposite x, opposite y. So it's going to be -2, -4. Then we're going to add back the 4 and the 1. Add 4, add 1. So you get 2, comma, -3. And that is n prime. So now we have to do that for p. So p is at 6, comma, 3. So we're going to add, subtract first. So you have to subtract 4, subtract 1. It's going to give us 2, comma, 2. Then we need to do the rotation, which is opposite x, opposite y. So it's going to give us -2, comma, -2. Then we're going to add the 4 and add the 1. So then that's going to be 2, -1. And that is p prime. And then now we're going to go to q. So we have q is at 1, 4. So we're going to subtract first. So that's going to be -3, 3. We're going to do the rotation, which is opposite x, opposite y. It's going to be 3, -3. Then you're going to add the 4 and add the 1. And you should get 7, -2. And that's q prime. So now I'm going to graph these. So n prime is 2, -3. So n prime. P prime is 2, -1. P prime, and then q was 7, -2. So that's q prime, and then we're just going to connect those, and we have our pre-image and our image. Those are the long ones. Okay, to number 6. Triangle RST has vertices, and it lists some. Triangle RST undergoes a dilation with a scale factor of 4 centered at the origin. Graph the pre-image, the image, and complete the table. So you're going to put your pre-image here. So you have, and then I put the points here. So R is 0, -1, S is 0, 2, and T is 2, -2. So if it's a dilation with a scale of 4, xy is going to map on to 4x, 4y. So then we're going to have r prime, s prime, and t prime. So we're going to multiply everything by 4. So this is going to be 0, -4. S prime is going to be 0, 8. And then t prime is going to be 8, -8. And then we have to graph that. So 0, -4 here. 0, 8. -8 is t prime. You really should use a straight edge for this. That's terrible. And that's what that should look like. 7, it says triangle UVW has vertices, and it lists them. And it says triangle UVW undergoes a dilation with a scale factor of 1/2 centered at the origin. Graph the pre-image, graph the image, and complete the table. So you should first put your points in, UVW, and then graph them on the side. And now it's around the origin, so XY is going to map onto 1/2 X, 1/2 Y. So now we're going to divide everything by 2, or multiply it by 1/2. So U prime is going to become 4, -4. -2, -4 is going to become -1. -2. And then this is going to be -4, -4. So then we have to graph that. So 4, -4. That's U prime. -1, -2 is here. It's V prime, and then -4. And W prime is there. And that is there. And then the last one, so number 8. So it says triangle XYZ has vertices, and they're listed here. And it says it undergoes a dilation with a scale factor of 4, centered at 7, 6. Graph the pre-image and graph the image. So first we have to graph the pre-image. So X is 6, -4, so 2. That's X. Y is 6, -6. And W is, and Z is 4, -5. So it's going to be 1, 2. Connect those. Now it's not around the origin, so it's around the point 7, -6. So you have to graph that point. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -6. So the point is right here. So it's a scale factor of 4. So now we have to count. So this is the point here, so 1 away is Y. So if we're going to do Y prime, we need to do that 3 more times, because this is a scale factor of 1. So we'd have to do that 3 more times. So I'm going to move this my way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Y prime would go right there. And then so then X is up 1, up 2, left 1. So we have to do that 3 more times. So you go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And that's X prime. And now we have to do the same thing for Z. So Z is up 1, left 1, 2, 3. So we have to do that 3 more times. Up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3. So Z prime is there. And then you just connect them. Make sure you label them with prime. And you're all done. Have a good day.